It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Snowhawks and the Dreadnoughts on Thursday night primetime.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for wrapping up Thanksgiving with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Hopefully the leftovers are as good as the game that's coming up here tonight. Greg, it's so special, and I know you've talked about it over the years with me. The chance for somebody to take part in this, whether it's as broadcasters or, like you did as well, on the field on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, one of the coolest memories of my career, Mike, was having the opportunity to go to Dallas and play on Thanksgiving Day, and to have your entire family there, your friends, and know that everybody around the country is sitting in front of their TV, and you're the only
Hope your Thanksgiving was great. A little dessert left. One more, and this one should be a good one. Off we go on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Murray. Taking off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Here's carry #1 for Travis Etienne. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Murray. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is Zach Sealer getting in there to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. C.J. Uzomah. Touchdown, Dreadnoughts. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He keeps it himself. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now a timeout for injury. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up to Williams. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
1st down throw, Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of KJ. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The defense has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Dreadnoughts offense and Kyler Murray set to take over. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right, and nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll try to run for it. He is in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Snowhawks. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Snowhawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Dreadnoughts offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end Uzama. Murray now to throw on 1st down. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Murray now off the bootleg. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing again is Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Snowhawks offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Stafford fires to cut. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. On the option, here's Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, what a throw, slinging it across his body and complete. A pickup of 12 yards. That's enough for a 1st down. Cup in motion. On 1st down, it is Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He's got that complete to Knox. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Patrick to throw. He's got the first down and more than that. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Mahomes back. He'll get this complete. It's Cup again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Williams gets it on the draw. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Great job by the Ds here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught up thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try. And he's into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Snowhawks. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? In motion, Shakir. On 3rd down, Murray. All the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
To return, it's Mims. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. the Snowhawks offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. On the carry, it's Williams. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. 3rd and 5. Now, Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, getting on field, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. The veteran Jamison Crowder deep to return. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. But Dreadnoughts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They go play action with Murray. He's going to keep it himself. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
They bring Judy in motion. Now a handoff. ETN. He'll get about 2. To Sean Gibson on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. In motion, the tight end Uzama. They'll run it once more with ETN. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Tommy Eichenberg, the former Buckeye, in there on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. They bring Judy in motion. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. there's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
The Snowhawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Mahomes now to throw on 7. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Murray looking to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. On 1st down, Murray. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They go play action for Murray. Off he goes. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide, and he does it here after picking up the 1st down. In motion, Shakir. 1st down throw for Murray. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this holiday weekend. Of course, we begin tomorrow. The 2nd ever Black Friday game. The Raiders, Chiefs from Arrowhead. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the 2nd half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. 3rd down and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll tuck it and take off. And Mahomes, as smart as they come, hits the deck, but he's got the 1st down. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On now is the punt team for the Snowhawks. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion, Shakir. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. They send Godwin in motion. They'll run it here with Etienne. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll bring up 2nd down. A give, and here comes Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Cup in motion. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Now, Mahomes. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And now after the play, that's Mahomes who looks to be shaken up down there. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
He'll take off again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Here's Brown. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And he's in! Gardner Minshew. Touchdown, Snowhawks. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Murray. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A gain of 17 yards. And that will be a first down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. Second and a yard. In motion, the tight end Uzama. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. Working out of the gun, Murray. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Murray. They'll set up the screen. Here's Judy. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. In motion, the tight end Uzama. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 6. They bring Judy in motion. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Now, a loose football. It is picked up by the defense. Past the 40, inside the 20, and he is going to bring this one back It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Snowhawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now, Murray. This one on target to Godwin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now it's Murray. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Murray looking to throw. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll run the toss here to Etienne. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's second and 9. Murray now. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense...
But we tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They are moving in on a double-digit win season, a 10th victory on the year. They start this drive with first down. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Now Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. He's got it! And he will score! K.J. Hamler. Touchdown, Snowhawks. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Sly now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Snowhawks are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Murray. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
He's looking deep for Shakir. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Murray. Now a screen set up for Etienne. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing Murray. They'll look to set up the screen here. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On the ground, it's Brown. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. From the gun, here's Minshew. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he will score. Cooper Cup, touchdown Snowhawks. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Sly's extra point, up and good. And the Snowhawks add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. That's complete to Etienne. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down. Murray will throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eye.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. They'll run here with Brown. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.